Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Show. I'm Colin Alguire, bringing you world news. CNN is reporting that the United States have imposed new sanctions on groups in Iran and Russia that are accused of holding U.S. citizens hostage as a measure to get them home safely. Russia has already declined a visit requested by the U.S. to see Evan Gershkovich, a detained Wall Street Journal reporter. Russian forces are still shelling Ukrainian villages and cities. Yesterday, it was Tarivka, a village in the Kharkiv region. Almost 30 people are confirmed killed from last night's rocket attacks alone. Just another deadly, unprovoked, disgusting attack on innocent citizens. While Russia has lost thousands of soldiers during the war, many U.S. officials are claiming that they are bigger now than ever before. Very scary. The Russian-occupied part of Ukraine's Donetsk region has a dangerously low water supply. 2 hours of water supply every 3 days is the current limit for households. The region lost its main water supply, a canal that runs through eastern Ukraine. Crews are currently working on an alternative canal. That's all I have for world news this week, so now to Jack to update us on national news.
Thanks, Colin. Coming from NBC News, Susan Rice, the director of the Biden administration's domestic policies on healthcare, immigration, and racial equality, is stepping down from her post next month. She served successfully under President Obama as a national security advisor and a United Nations ambassador, and is the only person in American politics to do so. She worked closely with President Biden when he was vice president. Rice was instrumental in helping pass bills relating to healthcare, policing, gun safety, racial equity, and the massive $1 trillion infrastructure bill. PBS News is reporting that Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, was able to get his Republicans to pass his version of the debt ceiling increase bill. His version of the bill will include massive cuts to social programs used by millions of Americans. The Speaker is trying to force the Biden administration to cut spending, but President Biden is insisting on a clean increase to pay the bills that the government has already rung up. The President and most members of Congress believe that defaulting on America's debt will push us into an economic catastrophe. The bill is not expected to pass in the Senate, but we will keep an eye on it as time is marching towards a government shutdown. After this quick commercial break, we will hear from Wyatt with State News.
Are you looking to add value to your home or business? Barrett Construction specializes in home and business remodeling improvements of all kinds, from deck, siding projects to bathroom, bedroom, cabinets, and kitchen remodeling. Pat Barrett and his Barrett Construction team does it all. Need help turning your attic or basement into a family living space? Barrett Construction can do the job. To add curb appeal to your home or business, make the right choice and call Barrett Construction.
Welcome back. I'm Wyatt. A man in Ypsilanti was fatally hit by a train early on April 22nd. According to MLive, the death is being viewed as an accident and not being investigated as a suicide. The train was Amtrak train 353, headed from Pontiac to Chicago while carrying around roughly 90 passengers and crew. There are no other injuries reported. The Ypsilanti Police Department were helped by Huron Valley Ambulance and the Ypsilanti Fire Department. Operation Ghost Rider began on Monday, April 24th. According to Fox 2 Detroit, the goal of Operation Ghost Rider is to limit distracted driving. Added cameras and security measures have been added in order to stop drivers from being on their phones while driving. Police will be using unmarked police vehicles to catch distracted drivers. There will be a $100 fine for anyone on their phone and a $200 fine for each offense after. Now to Peyton with local news.
Thanks, Wyatt. A very serious four-vehicle crash occurred in Clio last week. A Genesee County Sheriff's Office spokesman said that two vehicles traveling on North I-75 collided when one of the cars tried to switch lanes. According to ABC 12, when the drivers pulled over to exchange information, a third vehicle struck one of the stopped vehicles. One of the drivers who had exited his vehicle was struck. Soon after, a fourth vehicle crashed into one of the cars. The man that was hit was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Investigators say it appears as though none of the drivers were impaired, and the cause of the crash is still unknown. Many citizens living in Montrose Township are expressing concerns over a proposed landfill. Genesee County has 3 landfills. One of them is in Montrose Township, and many residents made it clear they don't want another. According to MLive, the proposed landfill will hold an 80-acre site north of Farron Road and west of Marshall Road. Residents at the meeting said that there has been no communication. They said they found out about the 2-year-old proposal only a few days prior to the meeting. The next meeting is scheduled for June 13th. And after the break, you will hear from Noah and Owen with sports. You are watching The Friday Show.
Montrose Orchards is a family-owned business located on Seymour Road, north of Vienna Road, that produces a delicious variety of fresh fruits. Check out Debbie's Kitchen, which features fresh baked goods and delicious sweet treats. Be sure to visit the Montrose Orchards Farm Market as well. In the fall, you can pick your own perfect pumpkin from our Pumpkin Patch 2. All this and more is at Montrose Orchards in Montrose, Michigan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Noah Gross bringing you a professional sports rundown. The Detroit Panthers are heating up. The Panthers are currently 2-0 on the season after getting a nice win against the Philadelphia Stars. Final score 24-10. With the win, the Panthers move up to second in the power rankings, but are also labeled as trending up. Next up for the Panthers will be the New Jersey Generals Sunday at Ford Field. Kickoff is slated for 4 p.m. The first round of the 2023 NFL playoff draft is in the books. There were several trades and a ton of surprise picks. 2 running backs, 3 quarterbacks, and 0 wide receivers were taken within the first 12 picks. Then, the Detroit Lions really surprised people by selecting Jahmyr Gibbs. Then, with the second pick of the night, they took Jack Campbell, an inside linebacker from Iowa. Neither player was on the Lions' radar before the draft. Let's hope these two and the remaining picks fit in Coach Campbell's mold. The Tigers are currently 9-15 on the year and are in 3rd place in the AL Central. The Tigers just came off a series with the Milwaukee Brewers and got the job done, winning 2 out of the 3 games. The Tigers just started a series with the Baltimore Orioles that will stretch through Sunday. Good luck and go Tigers. That's going to do it for professional sports. Now over to Owen with Hometown Sports. Owen?
Thanks, Noah. Hello, everyone. I'm Owen with Hometown Sports. The boys varsity baseball team is currently 7-5 on the year and 6-1 in the MMAC conference. On Wednesday, the Rams traveled to Byron to face off with the Eagles. The Rams won the doubleheader with ease. In the first game, Colton Hines was awarded the win from the mound. The freshman allowed 1 hit, 1 run over 5 innings, striking out 11 and walking only 3. The Rams got the win by a final tally of 11-1. In the second game, Connor Gross was awarded the win after relieving for his older brother, Noah Gross. Together, they allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, and struck out 7 and only walking 4. Up next, the Rams will host the Marauders of Ovid Elsie next Monday. The girls varsity softball team is currently 7-1 on the year with 1 tie. They are 2-2 in the MMAC conference. On Wednesday, the Lady Rams hosted the visiting Blue Devils of Lake Fenton and won both ends of the doubleheader. In the first game, Erica Hines started in the circle and was awarded the win. The junior hurler allowed 2 hits, struck out 14 batters, and walked only 5 in the 8-inning game. Hines led her team to victory by a final score of 3-2. She came back in the second game as well and recorded the victory, allowing 4 hits, 1 run, and striking out 10. Up next, the Lady Rams will host the Marauders of Ovid Elsie on Monday. The girls varsity soccer team is currently 6-1 on the year and 3-1 in the MMAC conference. On Tuesday, the Lady Rams hosted the Eagles of Byron and came away with a close-fought 3-1 victory. Maddie Walsh had 2 goals and Olivia Barron had 1. Up next, the Lady Rams will host a tournament tomorrow against multiple opponents. Best of luck. The boys track team defeated Weberville and Byron Wednesday afternoon at Ovid Elsie, but fell to Lakeville and Ovid Elsie in round-robin scoring. Gerald Atwell scored first place in both the discus and shot put, recording his personal best in the discus at 128 feet 5 inches. Daxton Looney landed in second place in the shot put with a personal best for the year. Tommy Potvin came in second in the discus and helped his 4x200-meter relay team record their best time of the season so far. Nathan Quas had personal best times in 100 and 200-meter sprints. Joey Galinsky and Jacob Hips recorded their best times in the 800-meter run. Carson Daly also had a good night with personal bests in both hurdle races. The girls' team is struggling, but team competitions, but Coach McPherson said that he is encouraged by hard work shown by the girls this season. The Rams are on the road this Saturday at the Falcon Invitational in West Branch. That will do it for Hometown Sports. Now over to Austin for daily announcements.
Good afternoon, I'm Austin, back with this week's daily announcements. Last week, the advisory class competed in Penny Wars. Congratulations to the winners that won the ice cream party. Yearbooks are selling out fast. There's a $10 promo code online on the Montrose School's website. Also, today is the last day to buy prom tickets. If you have any other questions about broadcasting, please visit MDM-TV.com for updated schedules, pictures, and digital media announcements. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's all for today. Now have a great afternoon. Now here's Colin for a final word.
Thanks, Austin, and thank you all for tuning into the Friday show. Make sure to come back next week for more news, sports, and school updates. As always, I've been Colin Ogwer with the Friday show. Thank you, and good night.